This is a 360 video. So if you don't see me right away, just move your phone if you're watching on a phone, or use the mouse to scroll around on the video and you'll find me. You'll also see Chris, you'll also see our studio, and you can just look all around to your heart's content because it's natively 360 and designed to go on YouTube that way. We are going to talk today about the DJI Avata 360, with which we have been filming a lot of different 360 videos. And this gives you the ability to actually upload native 360 files so that people can look around as they're watching your drone videos and see different perspectives. So let's go check it out. So this first shot is of a spot in Whistler where we were on snowmobiles and four-wheelers, and they let us just chase this four-wheeler around kind of a frozen lake. If you look around, you can see several drones up in the sky. You can look down and see these little remnants of another building that was there at one time. And you can see me over there on the left actually flying the drone. This was a pretty cool experience because this spot, while it wasn't completely frozen, had these cool puddles in the water that you can see over to the left on this frame. It's cool that they let us go up into this area on snowmobiles and on four-wheelers, and it really allowed us to get some cool shots of an area that I don't normally see in Texas. This was an area near the Whistler village that had train cars which had derailed about 50 years ago. Apparently the train cars were going in the back of a train a little too fast around a bend. They were heavy and loaded down, and they tipped over and fell over into the forest, and they were so heavy that nobody actually bothered to retrieve them, so they've just been left out there. And since this happened 50 years ago, the train cars have basically become part of the forest as the trees grew up around them. There's graffiti all over them, which is kind of cool. Apparently there are some people that like to have parties out here and raves and stuff, and it was a really awesome place to fly a 360 drone. This suspension bridge was on the way to the train cars, and we had to walk over it, and I asked the guide if he minded if I flew the drone a little bit, and he said no problem. So we stopped, and I got a couple of shots going under the suspension bridge and through this forest with the river running below it. This is all snow runoff, very cold, very clear water, beautiful. I mean, only in Canada, right? And it was cool when I got up on this waterfall, you could actually see it pretty clearly. And it's just nice to look around and see all of the natural stuff going on here. You will notice raindrops on the top of the lens if you tilt up. This is the same shot again, but this time I went over the bridge, and this time the group I was with was walking over the bridge. I asked them just to ignore the drone, which they did. And it was pretty slippery, actually. There was a lot of snow and ice on the bridge. That dog went along with us. He was the mascot of the place we were staying. But very cool perspective with the 360 camera, especially since you can turn around and see the people. This area was on Vancouver Island, and it's called Cathedral Forest. And when we got there, it was raining. There was nobody else there. So I took off and I just did some low-level flying over these logs and got some really cool shots of nature and the decay going on. You can see all kinds of moss and things going on this log, and it was just an awesome place to be and to fly the drone a little bit. This was a lake that was near the Cathedral Forest, and it was really still. The rain had just stopped. It might have just been sprinkling a little bit at this point, but you can see me as we take off in the background, and then you can flip around and see this low level of flying over this really calm water. You can kind of see every little detail in the water at this point, and it was cool because the clouds were rolling into this little valley, and so you had this sort of smoky looking clouds up on the ridges of the valley. You can see the road over there on the side where the cars are going by, and that was just a great place to stop and fly. Another perspective of the same lake, and again you can turn around and see different perspectives, but the one I like is the shots of the clouds up in the forest along the edge of this lake. One of the most beautiful, clearest water lakes I've ever seen. This is freshwater because it's all snow melt, but it's on an island, and so right over the top of this would be saltwater because we're not too far from the ocean. So I hope you enjoyed this video showing native 360 footage on YouTube. It's really cool that you can look around and see what the pilot was seeing when they were flying the Avata 360. If you want to know more about how to create 360 videos on YouTube, both flat and native 360 videos, look below in the description. We've got some links. Crazy, crazy. What happens if you actually aim it at the screen? Like, do we get a weird snap to reality? Oh, look at that.
Hold on, keep it still for that. I want to go in. I want to kind of see the delay. It's kind of too small to see all the...
Right, you almost need it on a monitor or something.